Ah, there we go.
Because I doesn't do the streaming part. I do the storytelling part.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, y'all should be able to tell when I go live. Pretty sure you guys are following me. If not, oh well.
We didn't stream the last one, did we?
Yeah, we did. Minster did.
I think we streamed like the last 2 times we've done it. I don't know how much of it got out.
All of it, actually.
But apparently we had a lot of people watching it.
21 last I checked. Funniest and most viewed thing on Minster's channel.
Da, 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 da. Never mind.
That's usually Mr. Smith's little ditty.
I'm not a singer. We have to wait until he decides to return back to you guys.
Yeah. Once he finds out what he sees inside.
Okay, we're live. We're good.
Awesome.
Alright.
Right, now what do you see in the camp?
I see a whole lot of nothing. Right?
Yep, you didn't see any guards, you didn't see anybody near the entrance. Didn't seem to be any way of connecting it.
That's just the entrance. You need to know what's inside the entrance.
Shall I go further?
Would be handy.
Okay, do I need to roll to find that out?
Yes, you do.
100?
Yes. Well, that's pretty bad.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Did you just wake up the whole fucking camp?
Probably, knowing my sneak skills.
Okay, now we need you to roll a die 6, because you're the only one going in the front. Okay, you notice something kind of unsettling when you first enter the front gate. It smells like something is dead in here, or rotting.
Oh, the entire camp has already been killed. How wonderful. Shall I investigate?
You can see moving from one of the towers towards you, looks like at least 2 shambling figures.
I draw my sword and one of my daggers.
They continue shambling towards you, fearless, unafraid, and just kind of barely moving.
Oh.
Looks like whoever these people are not very healthy.
Whoa, what was that?
Sorry, what was that, Digi?
You feel like these things aren't in a hurry to reach you.
They seem like the undead to me.
Could possibly be. Definitely smell like it. Either that or they haven't bathed in a few years, which could easily be the same.
Yeah.
And these figures continue shambling towards you. They're almost upon you.
Meanwhile, we're still waiting on the trees to find out what's going on.
Yep.
Shall I call for help? Figure that won't be a good idea. Wake up the entire bloody camp.
Yep, because so far the shamblers aren't very loud. And the shambling figures are upon you.
I already said that I drew my sword and dagger, so I'm ready for that.
Yep. And they appear to be unarmed.
Unarmed, you say?
Slow and not very responsive.
Yeah, they're undead. Yay.
Okay, you get to attack the ones that are near you.
Are they really undead?
Can't really tell, but they smell dead.
I wait for them to attack.
Okay, they slowly reach out for you as if to try and strangle you.
Yeah. Okay. I swing my sword to knock away their hands.
Okay.
Do I need to roll?
Yes, you do.
D20, correct?
Yes.
Okay. That failed.
It just takes a little bit for the dice rolls to be posted. All right, so your attempts to ward away their grabbing and to stab them and hurt them, you seem to do little more than lacerate them, but they don't bleed. The overall attack seems to be ineffective.
Okay, I call for help.
Okay, how large are you going to call for help? Because you do have at least a football field of length to get past and a wall.
What do you mean, how loud am I gonna call?
Are you going to scream like bloody murder, or are you going to whisper and go, hey, guys, come here?
Well, of course I'm going to scream bloody murder. What? Do you really think I'm going to be so stupid as to whisper?
I have to ask.
I may be a rogue, but I am not stupid.
Okay, the immediate reward for your calling for help seems to have been 4 more of these shambling things coming out of the walls heading towards you.
Ah,
The party, meanwhile, is back at the edge of the clearing, waiting for you to come back, and they instead hear this faint, oh, crap!
Right, we'll run over.
Okay, so you go shambling across the grounds as best you can. Some of you running, some of you kind of half running because of your equipment. And you noticed right away that Blade Master William didn't rush forward with you.
he's a traitor! Kill him!
What's the matter, William?
Right, so you can like stop and shout, hey, William, what's up?
Yep. You two warriors go forward, though. You need to help him out.
Right,
Take
so you
the
stop
cleric
see what's
with
up
you.
with William. Everybody else continues forward unless they stop. It looks like William's just kind of like face palming.
What's up?
He goes, why are you guys running in there? You're just going to run into a trap.
Well, we have very little choice. We need to get in there.
Well, I'll wait here. Those sentries will hear me coming.
Have you got a bow so you can get rid of them?
He looks at you and he says, I'm a blade master.
So, most warriors have some skills in other weapons.
Well, I never found a use in a bow, so I never got one.
Alright, fair enough.
Bloody idiot.
So the rest of you go barreling across the wide open area, and you can see a fire igniting in the top of one of the towers. It's not a bright fire. First it's flashing and scratching as somebody's using a tinderbox. Slowly the flame comes to life as you're going forward. Looks like they're lighting a torch.
Yeah. Well, I'll run in with the other guys.
Okay, so you guys are running. And Ryuu, you have 2 of these shambling things after you, and you got 4 more coming.
I want to run like hell!
So what are you going to do?
I just said run like hell!
So you turn to run. Your shamblers reach out for you.
Yeah.
Question, does a cleric have anything good against undead?
He says that he might, but it's going to take him a moment to prepare a prayer.
Prepare a prayer. Get to it.
Break out the frickin' holy water!
I'll prepare a magic missile. Maybe something shiny will distract them.
Ryuu.
What?
You have one of them latched onto your belt and you're half dragging it. The other ones are chasing closely behind you, shambling along.
Can I aim for its head?
Yes, you can.
Maybe one of the warriors can chop its arms off.
Fuck!
So you are like running, you're like half dragging this thing and its hand comes off. It's still stuck to your belt.
Oh, lovely.
So you see the party come barreling towards the front gates as you come running out with a zombie hand attached to your belt.
Help! I don't do well against the undead!
Oh, Jesus, how many?
There's like 10 of them in there!
And closely behind him, you see him come running out with a zombie that doesn't have a hand and looks like 5 more behind it.
Okay.
And he's yelling, zombies! Zombies!
Right, well, guys, you know what to do with undead? You take their heads from their shoulders.
I know a great song for this.
Let's not. So, warriors, are you ready?
Sing for us, Ryan.
So the Blade Master's still at the clearing because he refused to run forward, saying that it would make too much noise.
Well, we're bringing the shit to him, so we better get his ass out of here. I think he's a bit because of all the screaming Ryan's done.
Yep. And as you're running forward, you see fire start raining down around you.
Ah, fuck! That was raining fire!
Right, I think we're dealing with a fucking mage. Lovely, we're dealing with a dark mage.
Just saying, don't lose your head over it, Mr. Smith.
Oh dear. Right, I need to find where this mage is so we can deal with him.
Okay, you stop to look for a mage. Looks like the first one's flying towards you.
Oh, lovely.
Although it doesn't look like the magic missiles that you guys have seen in the party before. It looks like these are flaming arrows come raining down from that tower that's shooting them at you.
So the watchers have bows.
Yep. And while you were looking to see where it comes from, one of these arrows comes close to you. Close is a relative term, probably like about 20 yards away.
Okay, so their aim's not very good.
No.
Could I set fire to something with magic missile?
There you go. There's the song.
Unfortunately, magic missile doesn't have a flaming component. It more or less creates magical force which impacts something. So it's more like hitting it with a battery gun.
Man, you're freaking useless!
Shut up! Says the rogue who can't sneak.
Shut up! I meant
Says the
you.
rogue that can't see.
Ilya, you grabbed a bow. Can you use it? Don't tell me the warrior's fallen asleep on me.
Nope.
I'm here.
Right, you got a bow, yes?
Yes, I do.
Can you see if you can shoot those freaking archers down for us?
Sure thing.
Even though that tower looks like it has more than 6 people in it, only 2 of them seem to be using bows. Someone else is lighting the arrows and handing it to them.
Take out the lighter.
Guy holding the torch.
Yep. We want to see if we can get him to drop the torch and set fire to something.
It's a very hard shot, but you might be able to make it. Just have to roll good.
How's the cleric coming along with that prayer to deal with these undead?
He's still working on it.
Okay. Alan, do you think you can fight them off to stop them from grabbing at us like they have done Ryan? Just try and chop their heads off.
And try not to chop me in the process!
You're not a
So is the rogue going to run
tiny
through the party and keep running, or is he going to stop and fight?
Who's going to stop and fight?
That's what I was asking.
Yeah, Ryan, are you going to stop and fight, or are you just going to keep running like a girl?
I don't do the undead!
Well, tough luck.
Oi.
You've got a hand attached to your belt. Now we've got to deal with all the rest of it that's supposed to be there.
Now's not the time to lose your head.
Yeah.
Ha ha! Very funny! Now get this fucking thing off of me!
Blade Master William says that he's never dealt with a zombie before, so he doesn't know how to kill them.
Take off their head.
You're fucking useless!
Ryan, shut up! Or I'll take your bloody head.
Oh, it looks like everybody gets a zombie.
Yes.
Which head you taken?
The one on your shoulders.
Okay, Ms. Mage, what are you going to do as the zombies are chasing after the screaming rogue?
Well, my magic missile's not going to do much good against the undead. I have a dagger and a staff, so I suppose I can bonk one on the head?
Yeah, you can always whack one in the head. Might be like
Bludgeoning
zombie
damage.
baseball.
Yeah, pretty much. Let's see if I can knock one of their heads off. Preferably the one closest to Ryan.
So what is our fighter Alan doing?
I don't know. Somebody asked if I could fight it. I said maybe. I asked if I had to roll, and I got.
Yes, you have to roll die 20.
Wait, how do I do that again?
Exclamation point R space D20. Circle.
What was the results of that? I can't see it outside the room. There it is.
18.
Well, the guy that you shot that was holding onto the torch seems to have fallen out of the tower and taken a bad tumble.
No, that was Alan fighting a zombie, not Ilya fighting the torchlighter.
Oops, I got my order confused here. It seems like swords don't work great against zombies. I mean, you stabbed it, but it didn't really seem to hurt it very much, if at all. You just put another hole in it.
He was trying to chop its head off.
Yeah, about that. He just kind of like cut it a little bit. He didn't get a good solid hit in.
Right, okay.
You know, these seem to be really easy to hit, weapon attacks against them don't seem to be very effective.
Apparently we need a frickin' crit, or maybe a mage that can actually use fire hands!
Unfortunately, I've been keeping my magic missile under wraps rather than my burning hands. I haven't got burning hands memorized, and it'll take a while for me to do that.
Frickin' useless!
Well, aside from that, magic missile can reach up to halfway across this clearing. Where burning hands, you have to be like really close to something, like within
Yeah, I have
3 or
to
4 feet.
practically strangling the thing.
Yeah.
Strangling the thing would be helpful! Especially if you catch it on fire!
Well, you stop screeching and actually start attacking these things. That would be helpful too. Take off their legs, arms, or head. I don't care, just as long as the thing stops moving.
Elia, you gonna be attacking one of the people in the tower?
Sure thing. Do you want me to roll?
Yep, 1 die 20. With your superb archery skills, you seem to be doing more to decorate the area around. So your shot was you missed.
Lovely.
It went kind of long.
Right, okay. I am going to use my magic missile and aim for the torch lighter.
All right.
What do I roll?
Magic missiles don't require a hit roll; they automatically strike.
Awesome.
They just require a damage roll.
Yeah.
Yep. So roll a die 4 and add 1 to it.
3.
Okay, so you hit the guy for 3 points of damage.
Lovely.
At least you're good at something!
Shut up, non-sneaking rogue.
I am a smooth talker, not a sneaker!
Okay, you shoot the guy. He almost falls out of the tower.
Does he at least drop the torch on something flammable?
Nope. He seems to have a death grip on that torch, and he also managed not to fall out of the tower after getting struck by something that should have knocked him off his feet.
Lovely.
Magic
So he took
resistance,
that hit pretty
lovely.
good.
Ilya, take another shot at that when you get a chance. I've only got 1 shot at missile. And I'll turn my club on one of the zombies later.
I feel my sword at him!
The zombies run right through the middle of the party. They all seem to be focused on chasing just you.
Why me?
You woke him up with your screeching, or will you stop it so I can actually understand you? So you can just keep running in circles and we'll just pick him off. William, are you actually going to frickin' help at some point and attack one of these things?
He seems to be more amused by this entire situation than upset, angry, or aggressive. He's laughing at the rogue running around with 6 zombies chasing him.
I'm laughing too, but I'm still managing to fight some. Come on. We could keep them running around all night and see what happens during the day if we want, but come on.
I can't keep running all day!
Gets ready to enter the fight. He yells at the rogue, "Hey, Ryan, lead him this way. I'll take one."
All right, there you go.
Who do I need to run at?
William.
William, the one with the loud armor.
Okay, I run at William.
Okay.
Take me, Daddy!
Seriously, Ryuu, stop screeching. I cannot hear you. You keep distorting.
Sorry, I'm trying to be in character.
I know, but seriously, screeching like that is hard to hear. Freaking hell, did he actually hit or he missed?
Hold on a sec. Trying to get my mind ordered here. A little slow today. Okay, it looks like your warrior takes a beat on the first one, the one without the hand.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Now keep running around so they're not attacking us.
Yes, madam.
I can't type.
You know you can just edit your message and it'll do it.
I'll get it right sooner or later. Okay, your warrior takes a nice big old swing.
12.
He stabs the zombie with his sword, runs it up to the hilt. The zombie turns around, starts strangling him.
Oh, for God's sake.
He's about as useless as he's about as useful as our mage.
Yeah, I know. He just ran a zombie through this sword and the thing grabs him, strangles him while he's still trying to pull the sword out.
Right.
Our fire mage can't use fire magic.
And we've got a rogue that can't sneak. Do you want to shut up?
No.
You're not very good at the charming either.
We've got a rogue that likes to screech instead of sneak quietly.
I know, right? Right.
He's emo child.
Get another shot at that torchlight to get rid of him, so we can get rid of these flaming arrows.
They haven't stopped shooting yet.
We can save William from being strangled by a bloody zombie. Ryan, keep freaking running around and lead the rest away from us.
Yep, looks like all 5 of them are still chasing him. The only one that stopped is the one that the warrior attacked, and it's just promptly grabbed and started strangling. Right now, he's standing there trying to pull the sword out and trying to keep the thing from strangling with both his hands. So he's fumbling with the sword and getting strangled by a zombie.
Well, I'll take a swing at the zombie's head.
Go for it.
By any chance...
What do I roll? With my staff.
Die 20.
$12. I'm no good with a weapon.
What were you swinging?
My staff.
Roll die 6.
One. Wow, I missed.
Okay. You wang him up side the head, his head turns sideways. He continues strangling. William's trying to get it loose by beating on it with his shield, but it hasn't worked yet.
No. Right. Alan's going to roll a d20 to see if he can hit it off as well.
Wow,
Is
what
he
did you
attacking
type
the
to get
zombie or is
that?
he attacking the guy?
What was that?
Is he attacking the zombie or one of the people in the tower?
The zombie.
Okay.
That's strangling William. That's what he's doing, but it's not.
He's doing /roll.
Ah, I see.
Yeah, I checked the logs.
But the other two,
What weapon are you using?
He's using a sword.
Okay, roll a die 8. In case you wonder, the weapon attack values would be listed normally in the gaming book. There are PDFs for first edition Dungeons & Dragons if you ever get curious about reading it. Okay, you stab it in the chest and seem to really not hurt it much. You just put another hole in it.
Right. Ilya, you having any luck with that torchlight?
She missed him the first time. She hasn't taken the next shot yet.
and just start flailing my sword in the direction of the zombies and hope for the best.
You could
Well,
if
if you're
you
running,
wanted.
you're going to catch them. They're slower than you are.
Isn't there one still attached to me?
No, its hand
Nope.
came off. It's currently trying to strangle William.
Oh, thank
Just
you!
imagine it's doing it with one hand.
I rolled with 17.
Okay, it looks like you shot the guy in the tower. Has the torch. He dropped it and fell out the tower.
Awesome. Does the torch set fire to anything?
No capital R.
Yep, it looks like he dropped the tower. It landed on something. Whatever it landed on caught on fire. The
Awesome.
tower
Now we've got a
exploded
burning
into flame.
tower.
But it doesn't look like the guys up in the tower realize how dangerous their plight is yet.
Awesome.
What you want about they're undead too?
You don't usually get undead archers.
Nope. They're kind of like zombies. They lack fine motor skills.
Yeah.
Okay, can I go to attack the one that's trying to attack William?
Yeah, but you're gonna bring your gang of 5 zombies with you.
Fine, he's useless anyway.
Well, you do notice one thing. These zombies are quick enough that they can kind of sort of keep up with you, but they're it's like someone jogging to keep up with a runner.
So I'm slowly putting distance.
You're slowly gaining distance on them. Eventually they probably won't be able to perceive you. Depending on how far away zombies can see or hear.
I was thinking you could try and find something that's on fire. Now the tower's on fire, bits will start falling off and you can use them to lure them into, seeing as they're stupid as anything, and set themselves on fire.
Keep in mind that the combat rounds in first edition Dungeons & Dragons is about a minute apiece, so this is all the time that you're swinging, screaming, running, and doing whatever. Whenever you get an attack for that round, it's a representation of you had an opening that you could actually get a good swing in that could hurt somebody.
Yeah. But anyway, I'm gonna get another swing at this freaking zombie on William.
Rogue's going to take a little bit to get back with his gang, so go ahead. Doesn't look like with William flailing and trying to beat on it with a shield and you're beating on it with a staff, it doesn't seem to really hurt it any. You're not getting a good solid strike. It's moving just enough to keep from getting hit.
Right, fine, let's grab the bastard and yank it back.
Good.
Let's grab hold of the thing and pull it back.
Okay, anybody trying to help with the zombie, roll die 20. The only one that can't do it is Ryuu. He's stealing his 5 at the moment.
So wait, my screeching is bad enough to wake the dead?
Something tells you never were really sleeping to begin with. Okay, you guys successfully pulled the zombie off from the warrior, and between the 3 of you managed to basically tackle it and wrestle it to the ground. All 3 of you can overpower this zombie at one time.
Awesome. Now let's rip the damn thing apart. His hand came off easy enough. His arms and head should do too with a twist.
Okay, those of you attacking the zombie that you wrestled to the ground, roll die 20. Hey, similar as predicted, you managed to pull its head off and both of its arms.
Awesome. Now let's do the same thing to the
It
others.
seems broken. After you pulled the head and both arms off, it seems to have died. But until then, the first thing you pulled off was its head. It seemed to be functioning without it. But once you pull its two arms off, it just kind of lays there.
So it
Well, fine, we
requires
just-
the heart.
No, because we didn't pull its heart off. Cleric, how are you doing with that bloody prayer?
The cleric, who seems to have been standing in silence this whole time, finally holds up his holy symbol, which starts to glow faintly gold. And he starts
Awesome.
his incantation that he's been doing this whole time.
Let's see if we can work against the rest of these zombies, eh?
He commands the minions of the underworld to go away, and they quit following Ryuu, and they turn and slowly start shambling back towards the place that they came from.
Finally, somebody that's useful.
Right. Let's set fire to the whole fecking place.
Ooh, fire!
You do notice that the goons in the top of the tower managed to put the fire out.
Yeah, well, we have fire of our own. Everyone get your
Yes,
flames out and start setting fire to stuff.
Okay, I'll stir up a pot of stew.
You do notice there is a large lack of things to burn out here, other than the zombie you guys just pulled apart. And that one wasn't exactly moist either. It didn't bleed at any time.
Well, it'll
It's
be
a
dry,
dry-
so just set fire to him first and see what happens.
Yeah, it's kind of crunchy.
Yeah, it'll be dry.
Eee.
Just see if it'll burn easy. Oh, those guys started firing at us again.
Looks like they're busy putting a fire out.
Illy, see if you can hit one with your arrow while they're distracted. And
Shall
we're
I
setting fire to
scramble up the tower and try to kill them while they're busy?
Good, but there's at least 6 of them up there. Well, 5 now, because one's laying on the ground.
And I don't think we can take the tower out from under them, so...
We could if our mage knew some form of explosion magic.
She's just begun. She isn't that good yet.
She's
I'm only an
useless.
apprentice mage. Now shush before I decide when I do learn Fireball, I'm throwing it first at you.
Wouldn't that be a live test?
Can I have a stray arrow go in his butt?
You could if you wanted.
Or you could just shoot them.
Yeah, I could do
you
that.
could just shoot him. But that would give you bad reputation.
Especially
Sure.
killing
Let's
your
get
own
back to
team
town.
member.
I remember this fight we had with my mate, and, well, I kind of shot him in the butt with the arrow because he was telling me things I didn't want to hear.
William, how strong are you?
He coughs and gags a little bit, and he says, apparently not as strong as a zombie.
How sturdy is the tower the 6 guys standing on?
Look like it'd take a decent-sized battering ram to take it down, or a good catapult.
Ah, damn it, that won't work.
I know how to build a catapult.
We need
He
some
looks
way
at you
to
and says,
take-
do you know how to use one?
What?
You do know how to use a catapult, right?
No.
Somewhat. They're best at range, but I know a way to get them to work in short distances.
We don't have a catapult.
Well, I know a good 50-pound rock will do a lot better than my sword.
Yeah. But could you throw it far enough?
No, you'd have to use some kind of siege weapon.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about siege weapons. I just know that's what you need. This is why you use them on, like, people on horseback.
I was thinking more along the lines of knocking the tower down or pushing it over, but seeing as it looked kind of sturdy that 3 warriors couldn't push it over, then we're not going to bother with that.
Yeah,
I'm just
we
trying to
probably
think
couldn't
of a
push
way
that
to
over.
get those guys out of the tower without actually having to go up to them.
Well, unfortunately, they have the high ground, so they can't have the advantage on us.
Maybe we could have Mr. Smith squeal again.
Shut up!
No, because it'll wake up the bloody zombies again. And there's no way we can chop the wood down, because that'll take too fucking long.
Does our cleric know Holy Hand Grenade?
No!
No, there's no holy hand grenades at Antioch on us.
Oh wait, that's 3rd edition, ain't it?
Well, if anybody brought some holy water, maybe that would work.
Holy water on a tower?
I don't know. You got a better idea?
I don't think holy water works on wood.
Works on zombies, though.
Yeah, it works on
Might work
zombies.
great. Well, I know my sword ain't gonna chop that tower down before they finally figure out what we're doing.
No, that's why I'm not bothering with that idea. And I don't think there's much to burn sets fire to the base of the tower, because by the time they realize we've set fire to the base of the tower, it'll already have taken hold to a leg, which means the tower would fall over.
Yeah.
And seeing as
Are
though
those
we're gonna
zombies
basically
coming
zombie-
back?
Sorry, what was that, Digi?
Are those the zombies coming back?
Lovely.
Wow. Looks like our holy charm didn't work very well. They're coming back.
Lovely.
Wait.
Well, we're here and
I
we're
think
ready for them,
that's-
so let's bring. Who are they going for this time?
Oh my, I think we might want to run. It looks like there's at least a dozen of them coming.
Oh, freaking hell. Yeah, we're running. Just run. Leg
they
it, guys. Seriously.
They
just
brought their
leg it, guys.
friends.
As you're legging it for the woods, the warrior's falling a little bit further and further behind, and he's yelling, "What I wouldn't give for a stupid bow or a good wizard."
Thanks. Let's not let the warrior foot drop too far behind them. Actually,
I thought you
warrior,
said that
get
people
on
killed
Holly.
zombies, not bandits.
Warrior, get on Holly. And we'll get
Okay,
the
so
mule.
you run for the clearing, but the good part is the bowmen aren't shooting at you.
No.
You reach the safety of the woods. The zombies don't seem to be interested in pursuing you past the edge of the woods. They just kind of get to the trees and start milling about.
Yeah, just leave them.
Okay, you retreat into the darkness of the woods.
Whew. Okay. So we need a better plan to deal with this area. We will need to come back, because I have no doubt those guys are coming back, and we don't know where our bandit is.
Yep.
Unless he was one of the shambling undead.
Oh,
You
maybe they're
mean
disguised as
knife.
zombies. You've completed chapter 11. Those ain't bandits, they're zombies.
Yep. That'll explain the brain deadness.
Mhm.
Yeah, they didn't seem to be very bright. They just like chased the first person they saw.
Yeah.
You ever get the impression that zombies are kind of like 3-year-olds that have been fixated on one thing?
Nobody would know that right now.
He's 4.
Close enough.
Anyway, I'm afraid I'm actually going to have to call it here.
No problem.
Aw, okay,
Everybody
see you
involved
later.
in this part of the adventure gets 50 experience points.
Yay.
Da 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 da.
And all you have to show for it is the stink.
I need a bath.
And you got a wriggling hand on your back, your belt.
Oh, I got a trophy.
Yay!
Alright. Me and Alan
See-
are off.
Souvenir!
Yep, let's see when you join us next.
Yep, have fun.
Have fun, guys.
Bye, guys!
Poof.
Yay for side quests.
Yep. Well, at least you survived the bandits. It's not like it's going to be hard to find the road again. You just have to ask yourself, where did the other 12 bandits go?
Well, at least I have this.
Okay, so you established that this zombie problem is probably a little bit bigger than you expected.
Well,
Because it was supposed to be bandits. So yeah, if this adventure were a storybook story, you'd be on chapter 14.
Fun time.
Okay, your current marker is a bigger problem, or a bigger number problem.
What's wrong, Mr. Smith?
I don't do the undead.
Zombies give me the creeps. They just won't die.
It's nothing that can't be beaten.
Nope. It's just you guys have found that there's a bigger thing here than just a couple of bandits. In fact, there's quite a few bandits there, but they have zombies. Where did bandits learn how to control zombies?
Maybe this is some investigation that we have to do, Mr. Smith?
Yeah, well, the guy that we interrogated said that their boss was a big guy with red hair and a red beard. That sounds kind of like a shade to me.
Could be something. Definitely supernatural. There's zombies there.
Wizard?
Zombies are one of those things that don't just appear. They have to have dead bodies to come from. You have to remember Dungeons and Dragons zombies are a little more simple than the whole Hollywood zombie thing. Dungeons and Dragons zombies are kind of slow. They're definitely stupid. And they seem to be rather single-minded. They're not like the super fast running things that bite you and kill you.
Maybe they're Borg.
This is not frickin' Star Trek!
Yeah, I know.
It's funny, though. I have other games that the Borg exist in.
Hmm.
And it's even funnier is none of them are Star Trek.
Why do I have a feeling that we're eventually going to run into those?
Nah, not in a Dungeons and Dragons setting.
Yes, but you said somewhere in this world there are also guns, so...
Yep. There might even be alien ray guns.
Just so you know, I'm face-palming right now.
Nope, everything that you get in this game is very regionalized. It's only found in certain places. And the stories of how they got the stuff will make it make more sense.
Okay. How far do we have to travel to see dwarves?
Probably someplace you've never been before, because so far you've been in the capital city, you've been to Crossroads, and you've been to this bandit camp. Considering most of your life you guys spent on farms and doing other such things, or training in a thieves guild how to pocket pick. Some of which some of you have learned how to use spells.
I'm going to go smooth talk myself some fancy folk to try and gain some coin.
So back to town you go. You're going to go back to the busy, bustling trade town, or are you going to go back to your capital city? Capital city's closer. Although you still have the nagging question of where did those 12 bandits with the pack mules go?
Let's hunt them down and steal all their good stuff. Probably also gain some information from them.
Okay. You travel 2 days back towards the capital city because that was the closest. And you come to the familiar tall stone walls and the front gate of Terrace. You have spent approximately 1 week on the road and have exhausted your week's worth of rations. Your cleric, healer, reminds you that you have somebody you can talk to in the bar if you need more information, because he needed to find out what was going on. That's why he hired you. So, what do you do? The city guards just kind of glance at you as you walk in, wearing the city crest on their shields and chainmail armor, and each one of them is armed with a sword, but they just kind of watch you go by.
Does our warrior have any input?
He just walks with you, kind of like nothing ever happened. He's got a nice purple bruise on the side of his neck where the zombie grabbed him and started strangling him.
I'm talking about the one that's an actual player.
Depends what she says today. So, what do? You have entered the town.
I'm going to go talk to my guild.
So you just kind of like leave everybody at the burning salamander or whatever it was called?
Yeah, basically.
Charred salamander.
Yeah, I might turn in for the night and have a rest at the salamander.
You don't want to go on any expeditions?
Nah, I'm liable to have an accident.
Now we can either continue with you guys or we can stop here.
What you think, Nomi?
We've only got the two of us, so we're not likely to be very good with just two of us.
Yeah, but we could always do little jobs around town to gain.
It's up to you guys. It sounds like the leaning is towards stopping here for right now.
Yeah. Okay.
We can do your trip to the Thieves Guild. Okay, well, it takes you a little bit of walking, but you finally report to the warehouse and you see the guards and they look at you. What's the password?
Potato.
Flatbread.
Okay, they let you in. And it looks like as you approach your boss and get past his guards, you walk in on him beating the crap out of somebody.
I'm right above you.
He's got him tied up, hanging from their arms from the ceiling, and their feet dangling, and he's just punching them in the gut over and over.
Not done yet.
He says, "What news you got?" And he says this while he's wailing on the guy.
Well, that band of bandits, turns out they have a necromancer on their side.
Really?
Yeah. I have proof right here. I show him the hand.
Which is still grasping the back of your belt. So did you find out who they're working for?
All I could tell was that all I was able to get out of the few actually human bandits who aren't very bright in of themselves is that he is a big guy with red hair and a red beard.
I see.
I have a
Well,
feeling.
I'll send one of the boys with you to check things out, and he'll tell me what's going on.
I have a feeling that he's a shade.
Well, go down to the farm, the one with the apple orchard, and ask for Vendry.
Evandri?
Vendry.
Okay.
He's kind of got dark skin. He's got pointed ears. Can't miss him. They don't see many elves in this part of the world.
Yes, sir. So what's that guy in for?
Oh yeah, him. He seems to have forgotten what it is to pay his protection money.
I see.
And we're going to make an example of him. Sometime by tomorrow, you ought to see him, oh, I don't know, sprawled out in front of one of the busiest main streets of the town. Kind of as a message of what happens if you stiff me.
I shall see you later, my man. Sir. Sir.
Let me know when you got more information.
Yes, sir.
They dismiss you.
I go to the apple orchard and look for Vendry.
Okay, just as expected, Vendry's kind of a shady-looking character wearing a cloak over his head. And you can see his silvery, almond-shaped eyes every once in a while in the darkness of the cloak. He generally keeps his face hidden. Looks like he's approximately 4 feet tall, probably about 90 pounds.
A short little fella.
Yep, he doesn't look like he's built very big. But he does look kind of scary, frightening, kind of in that cloak.
When's that gonna happen?
Yeah, his armor seems to be some unusual make. It has runes on it, but they're not glowing.
Hmm.
He introduces himself as Vendry Night Slayer. In fact, his peculiar way of speaking common seems to be very strange. Like he doesn't know common very well. And when he talks, his voice sounds deeper than it should for somebody his size.
Yeah, dwarf.
And every once in a while, you catch a jagged scar that goes down from his ear to his chin. Looks like he's had a knife upside the face. It mars his once beautiful features. Even for a guy, he looks good.
All guys look good. What are you talking about?
Now you're just being naughty.
Oh, you know it.
Vendry asks you, what did the boss want?
He said that I needed to talk to you about dealing with the undead.
I see. So he needs my services once again.
I don't do the undead.
He kind of snuffs at that, kind of like he's not impressed that you're afraid of undead. In fact, he seems to be taunting you, just with the way he looks at you.
Yeah, I have a little trophy from my last excursion with the undeads. And
Something tells you deep down inside you that this guy
Okay.
is
later.
a professional killer. In fact, he just seems to not be taking much stock in you. Ta-da.
Sorry, what?
He seems to not be taking stock in what you said. He's just kind of dismissing it as just kind of like, whatever.
Yeah. There's a band.
And for some reason, something about this guy gives you the creeps. In fact, you could swear every time that you turn away from him that he might be eyeballing you. But when you look back, he doesn't seem to be making eye contact. He just seems to be observing quietly. But now you have him with you.
I ain't going back to that fortress anytime soon. Uh-uh.
Okay, so right now in your midst, you have the NPC cleric. You also have Blade Master William, and you have Vendry Night Slayer.
Sorry, I seem to have misplaced my notebook.
And for all we know, right now, the cleric's name is Bob. If you wish to ask Vendry any questions, you can, as you're on your way to meet up with everybody else for the following morning. Okay, so what we'll do for right now, because we have a lack of active players, we'll stop right here.
Okay.
It's been a rough week for a lot of people.
Okay, well, I guess we'll be ending the stream about here, so yeah.
It's just been one of those weeks.
Yeah. After I stop the
Everybody's
stream.
been sick.
Huh?
Everybody's been sick. Everybody's been run down.
Stopping the stream 1 second.